Hi guys, this is Nate at Combat Sports Supply. Today we're going to be going over the G&P Mark 23, or as we all know it and love it, the Stoner 63 or Mark 63. Eugene Stoner of Armalite AR-15 M16 fame, along with his buddy Jim Sullivan, after they left Armalite, designed this gun right here in conjunction with Cadillac Gauge. When it was originally designed, it actually was called the Stoner 62 as the 7.62 NATO version, but then the US military was interested in that 5.56 round that we all know and love, and they redesigned it as the Stoner 63. In development, it was actually called the M69W, and the reason is the receiver flips over. When you flip M69W over, it's the same. When they were developing the gun, they had a whole suite of firearms in mind. So the Stoner 63 was originally a rifle, a carbine, a light machine gun. Basically anything you can think of is how they made it. And they did that with the receiver being able to flip over in different ways, different barrels, things like that. As cool as it would be if there were airsoft versions of all of those different ones, they mostly just made the most famous, the Stoner 63 light machine gun version. The Marine Corps almost adopted this rifle, but it was beaten out by the M16. The US Navy SEALs used it to about 1983. The history lesson's over, guys. Let's break into this gun. We're gonna start our breakdown butt to tip. And we're gonna start back here in the buttstock. Unfortunately, you have to get into it with 2 Allen keys, but that does mean it's super secure. And then also, because it's a fixed stock, it's huge. And in that battery compartment, it is actually a Dean's connector. One nice thing you don't have to worry about, screws. You're never gonna lose them, they're captive in there. It has a unique one-of-a-kind grip and a kind of unique style on the trigger, and then your safety is right up here. So right now it's on safe, but if I push it forward, ready to fire. Here we have our PEEP style combat sight. This should be about 100 yards zeroed, and then you'll notice the numbers up there. If you flip this up, you have ranges out to 1,000. Then we have our dust cover. You open it just with that tab there. And under here we have our feed lips, and that's how you get to the hop up right there too. So this is our feeding mechanism. This comes from the box mag below. You can actually take this off and get to the hop up right down there. And that is a rotary style hop up. It's actually very accurate. A buddy of mine uses this. It's an amazing gun. And if you need to remove it to get into the guts of the box mag, first you have to take off the feed tray, open that up, and then it simply just slides out. And to get into the guts of the box mag, you gotta take this cover off, pull up slightly, and then I already loosened this, but this just comes right open like that. To get to your battery, open that door. And just to show you guys, you can't actually refill this in the middle of the game. You just have to pop the first dust cover open, pull down on that, and it's right there. Another really unique feature and cool feature that you get on the Stoner 63 is this metal cradle for the box mag. You don't get that on very many other LMGs, and this will actually protect the box mag if you're in the prone position or if you get knocked around a little bit. And the G&P gearbox is it's really solid, really good quality. Justin, the owner, he's actually going to talk about his a little bit later on. They're just amazing guns. I just wanted to take a moment to explain this bridge piece. This is actually a carryover from the real LMG version. On the carbines and rifles, this would be taken off. It's got a really cool heat shield design up here, and then the handguard down here with a non-reciprocating charging handle. Speaking of charging handle, on the real one, this is how you'd rack it to get it ready to fire. For the airsoft one, it actually makes a really nice forward grip. And at the front of the handguard, we have a traditional sling mount. Just want to point out, back on the buttstock, there's one back here as well. So you can throw those slings on there. I just wanted to point out, on the real one, this is actually the gas piston cover. Wouldn't necessarily make sense to clamp on a bipod there, but on the airsoft one, it would work great. Kind of a cool AR-15 style front sight. Does have the adjustable iron sight in there. And then I do want to point out, this is the kind of trademarked G&P 14mm clockwise thread. Your counterclockwise stuff won't work on this. We're gonna go over the airsoft specs real quick. So you get about 26 BBs a second out of this bad boy. For feet per second, you're gonna get about 390 to 440 with 2s. And then you also have an 8mm gearbox. Like I said before, it's very well built, very well put together. And that 8mm gearbox is a version 2, full version 2, so you can use pretty much any of your extra doodads and whatnot you want. The motor is a G&P M120. It's a long type. We do recommend a LiPo out of the box with this. You can run a 7.4 or an 11.1, and that the BBs per second we were talking about was with an 11.1. Quick point of caution with the battery. You don't want to use anything more than a 25C battery.
Hi, I'm Justin with Combat Sports Supply. I've been using the G&P Stoner for over 10 years now. I love this thing. It has been my go-to gun. If I'm going to go play airsoft, it's generally the gun I'm going to grab. As you can see, they're about the same length as an AK. That's one of the things I love about these, is that makes them very wieldy, easy to use, close quarters, whatever. It's not like a lot of LMGs where, you know, they're lanky and weird, bulky. This thing's nice and light, easy to use. Great rate of fire, very accurate out of the box. A lot of the guns over the years have kind of caught up to it in its rate of fire and accuracy compared to when it was new, but it's still an amazing gun. I like that this is here, so I can almost use it as like an AFG. Just everything about this. It loads easy. I've taken it to Milton West, used it in a couple of Vietnam games, and love it. One of the things I want to talk about this, it is very sought after. They only come to the US once or twice a year. And so if you want one, the best thing to do is put it on pre-order. You will get it. You will secure one for yourself. And so make sure if you want it, you get one on a pre-order. As of this video right now, they are available, but that won't last long.
Don't be a fool!